good morning, my security brothers and sisters, and welcome again to another episode of Radio Check 5x5, 5x5. As always, I'm your host, David Herndon, security officer, Radio Check. This podcast is always for security officers by a security officer. So try to get you guys always informed of all the crazy security that's going on in my life as well as your lives, whatever you guys are up to. I hope you guys had a great weekend. For guys who worked the weekend, like myself, we just work. It's still a great weekend regardless if you work it or you're off. I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you guys are having a great tour. And yeah, my topic today is what do you think is better? Which probably going to be obvious to you guys, but what do you think makes more money? FSDs, fire safety directors, or security officers, security guards, like ourselves or whatnot. And obviously, the obvious answer is always going to be the FSDs, fire safety directors. Most likely, always make more money than security officers. At least you think. Over the years, it's definitely changed. Like the game has changed, definitely between security officers and FSDs. I, for one, used to do FSD work. I think I still have my license for two different buildings. About it, but I think one lapsed. I'm not sure. Anyway, but nevertheless, reason why I brought this topic up because I was recently working this weekend, and as I tell you guys, I do bouncer work, and I do like nightlife for a really pretty good company. Not too bad. It was a contract company, but they're pretty good. They got high-end contracts dealing with like big shot hotel rooftops and stuff like that, and big shots and big top stuff. But on post, doing a really high class party, and I'm being security at this high class party, and the FSD for the hotel. We're shooting the breeze. We're talking back and forth, and I get this always a lot. You should get your FSD, and I always tell them I did already. I kind of let one lapse. I'm at the part of my career now. I'm slowing down. I just want make good money, but do less work. I'm up there in age. I'm not old, but I'm not in my 20s either. So, and this guy's about relatively the same age. I think he's been in the field just as much as me, probably a little less. I'm not sure, but like I said, I just met him, but we both are definitely the same age. So, he's telling me, you should get your FSD. And I said, I did that. I'm good. I'm just kind of want to just do security work. I just want to be a grunt, get my money and go, clock in, clock out, go home to my family. So he's like, yeah, because then you can make more money. So, he's comparing money. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm fine. He says, security don't make that much. I was like, nah, I make pretty good. So he's telling me how much he makes. It's like off the back, I make this much an hour. And that's why you need to get your FSD. So I'm like, how much you make? How much you make an hour? So I didn't want to say. He's like, how much you make an hour? So all right, screw it. I told him. And he was blown. It's impossible. Oh, no, fuck that. No, you lying. I was like, that's how much I make an hour. I made $5 more than he did. Measly little $5. But nevertheless, it ate him up alive. He was so pissed. He didn't want to talk to me. He was like, it's not my fault. I'm like, I think he worked for Ally Universal. And I thought he was in-house. I thought he worked for the hotel. But he said he worked for Ally. I'm like, well, once again, not my fault. Don't talk to Ally. But my whole thing is, the reason why I brought that up, because the game has changed. When 9/11 happened, and as always, it's been a tragic. 9/11 was a tragedy. Um, FSDs was definitely up in a rise. It was like every company, from in-house to contract, mainly contract, was pushing the FSD thing. And mostly it was the management company, like I say Trinity, or like these management companies, was pushing it on the contract companies so they can get more tenants into the building. That was the whole thing. Like, people think security is dumb. We're not dumb. Our job is to observe and report. And we're not dumb. We see it all. I mean, we keep quiet, but we see it all. And that's what they were doing. I worked for Trinity Real Estate years ago. And it was U.S. Security at the time. And like I said, U.S. Security now is Ally Universal. They kept changing their name anyway, but it was U.S. Security at the time. And I was the lobby guard at the time. And I've been there for years. And they were just pushing that FSD on all the lobby guards, all of them, the night guards, the daytime guards, the afternoon guards, and the weekend guards, whatever. They was pushing on us. Get your FSD, get your FSD, get your FSD. And they'll threaten you. You don't get your FSD, we're going to pull you off the site. The reason why they were doing that, because Trinity was bringing in tenants, and that was their selling point to bring in new tenants. We have 24-hour FSDs, 24-hour FSDs. You'll be safe. 9/11 won't happen here. 24 hours FSD and 24-hour FSDs. You're good. You'll be safe. You'll be safe. And that was the pushing turning point. So, at the time, I guess the FSDs, let's say guards was getting. I know I was getting like $12 an hour, maybe 13. I guess this is sometime a little after 9/11. I would say 08. Around 08, because Securitas took over that contract in 09. So around between 07 and 09, excuse me, guys, the U.S. Security was pushing it. Then U.S. Security lost the contract. Securitas took it. We were union at the time, so we just changed uniform. But then they were pushing it even harder. The Securitas was like, no. It was Securitas that threatened all of us. Oh, get your FSD, or you lose your job. We'll pull you off the site. You won't be in the site, and they force your hand. I was like, get your FSD. At that time, I was like, damn it, I better get this, yada. And then at the same time, I wanted to get into management. At the time, I was tired of being like a guard, making this money. I'd rather I said, let me go be a manager. I'd rather be a supervisor or a director of security. So I went and got my master's in security management. And I got another master's in security management. I got another and I got my CPP, and criminal justice. I got another master's in criminal justice. I got master's in security management, master's in criminal justice, and then I got my CPP. So I was set. At that point, I didn't care about the FSD. Screw this shit. I'm gonna go get my. I'm just gonna get paid somehow. I'm gonna get more money, which I did, by the way. I got more money. I left and actually wasn't making more than some average FSDs. Now I'm just in management. But going a little off topic just for a second. Now fast forward to now. Now that the hype is down, FSD's changed their name now to Life something, which I forgot what it is. But the FSD and EAP, that was the thing too, combined now. I think it's like one big test, if I'm not mistaken. But now it's like the EAP, FSD, and Life something now. So they just keep evolving, which I'm not all for. I'm all for it. What I'm trying to say, getting FSD is great. It's good money depending on what you work, where you work at, and what company you work for. Because now, oh, excuse me, guys. Now these days, the average security officer are making as much as an FSD, if not a little more. And I'm going to tell you why. Because now these days, I mean, the threat of a plane going into a building is, I'm not trying to say it will definitely won't happen. I pray it won't happen in my lifetime, but I don't think we're going to see that ever again. Our FSD is important. Bet your ass they are. They're fucking important. You know, they're without them, it's just, they're important. You know, now these days you have more choices than just, you know, some supervisor or manager telling you to get your FSD or your job. Yeah, because now average security officers are making as much as FSD, like I said, if not more, because the game has changed. I mean, you need FSDs, but now you need more security than anything. You know, security now realize, you know, what they're worth. I know I do, and you're gonna ask for more money. Like, fuck it, I want this. I want to be paid this much. Or as an FSD, you know, especially if you have the experience. I got 24 years. I'm going to demand this much money now because I think I'm worth it, you know. So, the same goes for all you guys, you know. So, I mean, like I said, the game has changed now, and now, you know, average guards are now making $24 an hour. This is security. Being a fucking security officer, you can make $24 an hour. And I understand, depending on where you work and who you work for. But nevertheless, some starting pay is now 20-something an hour, 21 an hour. I know Mount Sinai was paying us 22 for starting pay. And back in the day, this was unheard of. Like that was like FSD pay. You know, you had to get your FSD just to make 20, you know, an hour. And guards was making 15, 16. You know, now you can walk up to any company, and if your experience is great, they're going to start you at 20, 21, 22 an hour as a security officer. You know, let's say the FSD is making 25, you're making 22. That's not much between you and the FSD. That's what I'm saying. The game has changed. It's not like, you know, the FSD making 25 and you're making 16 or 15. You know, now you're just as equal as them, or if that, making more. So, I mean, I always say if you are going to get into the FSD part of the security career, I was talking to one that worked at Mount Sinai at the time when I was there. Those guys are making a killing, and they do less work. They work, don't get me wrong, especially at night. It was a night tour. So this guy at night just like has his own office. He just chills. I think he's making close to like 35, 40 an hour. Now, mind you, he's been there for like 10 years. But nevertheless, that's pretty freaking good. So, yeah, I mean, the money is there. The money is good. But as a security officer, you know, it kind of made me feel a little good that I made a little more than him. I mean, a little tooting, you know, little Barry Olowitz moment. You know, if you're a wrestling fan from back in the early 90s or mid 90s, it was a wrestler named Barry Olowitz. And he used to always pat his back every time he did like a wrestling move. So I felt like that, you know, pat yourself in the back. Yeah, you know, it feels good now that some security officers are making really good good money, especially in the corporate field. You're a corporate guard for prestigious companies, like Chase Manhattan Plaza or some of these law firms. Like I said, the last law firm, I'm not hired, but I was interviewed for a law firm, and the pay they were offering me was ridiculous. I thought I was like, wait a minute, how much you want to offer me? So, you know, guards are getting offered really crazy money now. So being a security officer is not like it used to be. Like, oh my God, I'm a security officer. I better step on my game and get my FSD. Now you got a choice. If you want your FSD, please, I'm always gonna keep saying it. Go for it. Get your FSD. You know. But now, let's say, and a lot of us don't want it, and some guards don't want it. Now you don't need it because you're making just as much as an FSD, if not a little more. You know. So, That's what I'm saying. But what do you guys think? I'd love to hear a comment. Even for the FSDs, probably gonna curse me out. Nah, please. I'll take anybody's opinion, and I welcome it. Just drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your experience. FSD security. What you think that if you're working side by side by an FSD or whatnot, working nights or the mornings or whatever. I mean, do you want to be an FSD as a security officer, or do you think that you're comfortable with your salary and your pay? I mean, like I said, if you're making 25 or even 30, because now security guards, officers are making 30 now, and they're making money. The money is there, Like I said, being starting off at 20, 21, it's, like I said, and being in this field for so long, it's unheard of. It wasn't heard of for security officers making that kind of money, just for starting pay. And, if you live in New York City, it's 20, 21, 22 an hour. It's not bad to, living in the city. It's livable, and it's, like I said, growing up when I was making $5, $6 an hour to like 13, to now. And now that people are making 20, 21, 22, whatever, it's great to hear this. It's great to hear that security officers are making really pretty decent salaries and, livable wages, and it's great. It feels like, this is a career. I mean, it's always a career, but you feel proud, like, I'm making this money. Even if you're getting paid by the weekly or bi-weekly, still, it's good money. And that's good to hear. Like I said, it used to be, the FSDs, that you had to, like, I gotta get my FSD just to make a good salary. I mean, at least now, you walk into any security firm and whatnot, and you're getting offered like a really good salary off the back, and that's really good to hear. I, for one, is really happy to hear it. I'm very, very, just to see that as a security officer myself, and just just makes you feel good that. Yeah, we came a long way. Still a lot more to go, because some security officers don't even have good benefits. But once again, it's all about the company, what company you're working for. And I always say, if you got a union company, stay with it. Because definitely union jobs are good jobs. But like I said, these days now, some security officers are making some pretty good, decent salaries. So I, for one, am very, very happy about it. But once again, what do you guys think? I'd love to hear from you about, do you think that this is livable wages? Do you making 20, 21 an hour? Do you think that you need to get your FSD just to keep up with the wages? I think I said, hold on, type it in my thing real quick, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think, excuse me. Like I said, I think, if you do go for your FSD, go for it. And I don't knock it. It's definitely damn good money. It is a hell of a lot of responsibility, depending on who you're working for. But it's worth the money, definitely, for hands down. Because FSD work is good work. Like I said, this whole podcast is just about, not bashing FSDs. I hope anyone think I'm not, oh God, you bashing FSDs. No, I keep saying, go for it. I'm actually saying go for your FSD. I'm just saying, now we have choices. When I was early in this career, we didn't have a choice. They would threaten you to get it, or you lost your spot. And that I hated. Now you got a choice, because now security is making just as much as an FSD. So it's that's why I say it's much better than FSD's making $10 more than you. And you're like, shit, I gotta go get my shit together and get my FSD. Well, now it's like you literally, if not $5 difference, if not $1 difference. I'm serious. I said I met security officers who are making ridiculous money, and I'm like, what do you do? Where do you work at? And they're in the lobby. I work in the lobby for this company or this corporation or whatever. And it's like, it's unheard of. Like, guards wasn't making this kind of money, in a lobby, being a lobby guard or whatever. It wasn't making this kind of money. Now they're making, 60, some guards are making 70 grand a year, and it's starting pay. It makes you smile. It makes you just like, oh crap, that's awesome, So yeah, I for one is very happy that this is happening. And I'm very happy this is happening. But like I said, you guys, what do you think? Definitely let me know. Drop me a line. Hit me up. I really am curious what you guys think. Like I said, especially from the FSDs, who's probably going to curse me out. Well, like I said, this is not a negative anti-FSD thing. This time, like I said, I'm telling people, go get your FSD, go get your EAP, because that's it's money. It's money. It's crazy good money. But my whole thing is, like I said, now security is just as equal. So that pay scale wise, so that's really good to hear. And like I said, to see that, or even this weekend to know that. It made me feel pretty good. So that was something like a little personal thing for me. I was like, oh, okay. That made me feel good. So, made me feel real good. It really did. So, to guys out there, especially security out there, who are not making close to FSD pay, definitely go for it. Go for your FSD. It's more money. It's really good money, and it's more money. Go for your FSD, guys. Go for your EAP. I keep forgetting what the new one is. Life something. I really forget the new one is, but go for them. Go for any of your certificate of fitness licenses. I for one, still going for one. I mean, I'm going for a few myself. So, go for them. Like I said, those are definitely part of the security career, part of your security arsenal. And the more knowledge and certificates and certifications you can get, the better your resume looks, the better, everything looks. You get hired just that much faster. You can demand literally whatever. Like, I want to get paid this much. And sometimes they're like, okay, this guy has got the stuff. So, yeah, definitely do not hesitate and go for it. Yeah, guys, but go for it. What do you guys think? First of all, like I said, hit me up, hit me a comment, drop me a line. For friends I know listening to the podcast, definitely text me, give me a call. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think, because like I said, that's been my there's more of many of my pet peeves. But that's just working for U.S. security, and they did that crap to me. And a lot of other guards in that portfolio at the time. It's like a little, felt good. And that's all. Like knowing that I made more than the FSD I met. And I was like, oh, they were okay. Pretty good. Yeah, that's how I felt, but, like I said, the game has changed. Security is constantly keep evolving, and it keeps changing too. It keeps changing. And it seems like it's changing for the better now, and changing for the positivity, and from technology wise to salary wise, security is definitely changing. Even with now school safety, It definitely going to change that. After all these school shootings, security is going to change again. It's always going to upgrade itself, update itself, and it's going to keep evolving. So, it's going to keep getting better and better in this career. And so much to learn, so many certifications and stuff you can keep going for. I keep pushing myself to Security Plus, being the cybersecurity and stuff like that. I for one definitely going for it myself. So keep pushing, keep getting certified, and definitely go for your FSD. Like I said, I'm just putting it out there that you're gonna have to be anything you want, But I want to end this podcast, and you guys have a great day, and have a good one to my brothers and sisters. Peace.